let's talk about freedom. And not the freedom that we might believe comes from money or networking in people or anything that can come from outside of you. But the freedom that comes from being so in love with yourself, like having so much joy that you don't care what anybody else thinks about you and you just joyfully express. I have come into that I have so much joy that I have to share it. I don't need your joy. I don't need the joy to come from outside of me. I'm not saying that I don't still have things that I'm working on that like parts of me might think bring me joy, but I have so much joy that I just get to share it and learn how to express it in the ways that are my expression, not somebody else's expression, not the way you would express joy. Maybe we might have shared expressions, but in the way that remembering how I express joy. That loving yourself so much, loving yourself to joy and not to death, not to being broke, not to beating ourselves up, not to the guilt or shame or all those things that we've gotten addicted to that we're actually loving on because we're paying so much attention to them that our body, our hormones, our whole system feels that we're loving. That we want to love ourselves so much in a joyful manner. That is the joyful path to freedom. So how can you follow your joy right now? Like, what is it that like you want to do that expresses you, who you know you already are, that you're not doing? And what's in the way? Why aren't you doing those things? Like, I can share that like there was times like I followed that path to what I believed was freedom, and even against my intuition, when I went and got the degrees, and I went for the career, and I went for the business and the body, and I went and I did all the stuff to like get the perfect body. And when I got those things, I thought, ooh, when I get the degrees and I get the career and I have the money and I have that perfect body, that I'm going to be happy. And that couldn't have been further from the truth. Those things didn't bring me any more happiness, any much more joy. There wasn't any more self-love. None of that came from outside of me. In fact, it just continued to go downward. I felt worse and worse, and then kept doing the things outside of me to try to be happy, to try to be joyful, to try to have love. And like some of those things that I did was like I stopped swimming. Swimming is like it's a major expression of me, of my joy, but I didn't swim for decades. And one was I got way too serious and followed those paths. And the other was I didn't want to be seen in a swimsuit. I didn't want to be judged. I didn't want to wear the clothes, play the basketball. It was almost all of it was about being judged by other people, which is just a self-reflection of my judgments. I stopped wearing jewelry. I stopped wearing the clothes. So all of those things, the swimming, the jewelry, the clothes, even the career, all of those can be self-expressions of you as long as they're coming from your joy that you already have, that you want to express, and they're not coming from, I need those things to be happy. But instead, no, I am the joy. I love myself so much that I get to share this and express this with you. That's real joy. That's real freedom. And those are the things that I can help you with. And one of the ways I can help you right now is just start thinking like, what can I follow that's joyful? And what's in the way of that? And how can I start doing the things I really love while loving myself through them? So if that's something that you want to work more through, then go ahead and just reach out and message me.